All right, new topic. We're going to do some text-based formulas, right? These are actually some of my favorite formulas, if there is such a thing. I really enjoy these formulas, mainly because it reminds me of when I used to do data analysis when I was like an entry level, like 20 years ago. So it's kind of got like a bit of nostalgia for me. Nostalgia, I think that's the word. And what it's going to do is, well, I'll tell you the functions. It's the left function, the right function, and the mid function. Those are the three we're going to do. And I think the reason I like them is you can use them in combinations with so many other things. You can use them in if functions, you can use them in length functions, you can do cropping, you can do there's heaps of applications you can use for it, especially even cleaning data. And I think that's why I like them so much. So let's have a look at what it actually does. Let's again look at our data, and we're going to use the order ID. Okay, and this function tends to really work for very structured data, meaning your information follows a certain pattern. If I look at order ID, for example, you can see it all follows a certain pattern. But what we'll also do is we'll do another one here to show you how to extract only a certain amount but for it to change every single time, which means we're going to combine the left function or the right function with the find function, which we'll probably do in another video, right? And what I want to do against this order ID is I want to do three things. I want to use a left function to extract the ES because maybe I want to use it for something. Maybe it means something. I want to use a mid function to grab something in the middle of a text, right? That's what mid functions are good for. And I want to use the right function to grab something from the far right side. And all you really have to remember is how many characters. Okay, so let's have another look. So in the left function, it's the first two. I'll put two little dots there. All right, let's actually zoom in. Right, two little dots. This one for the mid is actually starting at the fourth character. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you reach the fourth character, I want you to pull out 4 characters, right? So position 4 for 4 characters. On the right function, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters from the right side. Okay? All right, hopefully I haven't gone too fast. And that's how the function works. You just have to tell it where to pull from and where to start. Okay, let's do a left function. So I'm going to go create a calculated field of order ID. Here it is here. Create calculated field. And the first one we're going to do is left. Okay, and as you can see, the first one is the string, which is the string is actually the notation for like an ABC. Okay, but string can be just any word you put in there. And we're going to do 2 characters. Okay, so let's go left. Let's call it order ID left and go OK. And if we go into our data, all right, let's go order ID left. You can see that it's pulled out 2 characters. So what happens if I change this to 4 characters? Well, let's have a look. If I go edit, and let's change this to 4, and go OK, you can probably guess it's going to pull out 4 characters starting from the left side. As you can see, ES dash counts as a character and 2, right? But I'm not interested in that 2, on that dash 2. So let's switch it back to 2 characters, like so, right? And that's going to bring it back to our original. Now, let's say I want to grab something in the middle of the string, okay? If I go, not view data, sorry, calculated field on order ID, I'm going to look for the mid function, and I'll bring this up here so you can read it, right? From here, sorry, I'll just be gassy. From here, you can have the string, right? For us, it's going to be order ID. 2 is going to be the position, and then 4 is the number of characters in our example. So if you remember, it's 4, 4. So if I go mid, I want to start at the 4th character, and I want to pull for 4 characters. Okay, let's call this order ID mid. Go OK. And if I go into my data, or my data, right, you can see this mid here is pulled out the middle one. And again, I'll go through this slowly if you notice in the mid function before. The first number is the position. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 starts on the 4th position. And then you got to say how many characters. So if I say 4, it's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can probably guess if I say I want to pull for 6 or 7 characters, it's going to look like 2018-13. Okay, the same can be true if I change the starting position. So if I say position 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's going to start at 1, and I say 4 characters, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So that's how the mid function works. Let's go ahead and do the right function, which you can probably guess is just the left function, but starting from the right side. Let's go calculated field. Let's call this order ID regehet. Let's bring order ID in. And we're going to go right, and I believe it was maybe 8 characters. Let's try 8. Okay, go OK. Let's go into our data. Let's look at that function, order ID right. And we did 1 character extra, which is why it's pulling out that dash. So let's have a close look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters starting from the right side. Okay? And that is how the left, mid, and right functions work. Okay? Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.